Just real quick, couple things that we want to discuss.
Stupid.
Outtake. Take two.
Okay, that's why I said you should put your laptop over there so it can mean that.
No, I just need to not move this anymore.
Probably so.
Yeah, that probably.
And I guess I need to come back forward so we're not in the show.
Yeah. Tom Martin.
You're gonna go by Martin?
Yeah, that's my real name.
What do you want to go by your real name?
You don't want to go by your real name?
You want me to go by Marty? Like y'all do? The shortened versions of your names?
No, because then I think of Little Marty. Right. I don't know. I just assumed that you didn't want to be known as Martin.
Martin? What? That's a strong name.
Is it a strong name?
Will?
Hey,
John?
There's a lot of famous Wills.
And there's a lot of famous Johns.
What John?
Name two famous Martins.
Martin Lawrence, Martin Luther King, Martin Short, Martin Scorsese.
Martin Short. I'm gonna give you credit for that one. That's actually a fucking good one. That's a really good one.
Yeah.
Come on, Martin Short.
I like Martin Short. But
So do I. That's a good one. It's not on people's top
But
five Martin list.
But you saying that over Martin Luther King?
I said Martin Luther King.
I know,
but everybody knows Martin Luther
Yeah, that's
King.
an obvious one. And Martin Lawrence was also an obvious. So why I said name two. And he went on to name five.
The least obvious one. Okay, I got you. All right. So what's our topic?
Name some famous Wills, just real quick.
He only needs the one.
Yeah.
What? Who?
Smith.
It's actually William Smith.
It's actually Willard Smith.
It's
Willard?
actually Willard Smith.
It really is.
Henceforth, his kid's name is Willow.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, you know, bitch.
Smack the shit out of you.
Willem Dafoe, William H. Macy.
Who's William H. Macy?
Seriously?
You don't know who William H. Macy is?
No. That's why I asked, who's William H. Macy?
A lot of people reference him.
Sure you're going to call him Bill?
No, he's on Shameless. You don't watch Shameless?
He
I know
does
who
watch
H.
him. Now he's trying to think of it.
Talk about the dad?
Who'd you thought they were talking about?
I don't know who that is. I didn't know his real name.
Okay.
It's a fact. I mean, the point. The point I'm making is a fact.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. We just wasted a whole bunch of time.
Right.
Anyway, I'm John, as Martin, Will. And again, today we just want to touch on a few things, talk about a couple topics, and kind of give our view on a few things. Today's topic.
I don't know if we got it. Do we need a topic?
Yes.
Sucking dick.
We'll leave that to the expert. Will?
That is not a topic.
Yeah. So what's hot right now? What's viral right now?
All right. Today's topic is cheating. Okay. That's what our first topic is going to be. It's going to be cheating. I picked this topic because it's something that I know about. It's something that we all know about. And and we're not going to talk about just cheating. We're going to talk about the other side of cheating. Because what's rarely discussed is the why. And I know a lot of people out there are going to say, oh, we don't care about why, and cheating's bad, blah, 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 blah. But there's so many aspects to why people cheat, and it's never discussed.
I want to know why.
Okay.
I want to know why. Just when I get cheated on, I've been cheated on before. And
I think
everybody's been cheated on.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a single person that says I've never been cheated on.
And I want to know why. I don't know why I want to know why. Just for, I guess, sake of mine, so I won't make the same mistakes again. But sometimes that's when you gotta put it in perspective. Sometimes it's not you; it's that person.
I think cheating is a selfishness. It's a selfishness of that person.
I just don't agree with that.
You don't agree with what?
That it's selfish.
Yeah.
What?
So if you got a family, you have a family, and you decide to step out on them for either you're not getting the attention you want,
See,
or you're not feeling sexy,
this is what I mean.
or something.
Okay.
That's a selfishness. You going and going to try to fulfill your selfish needs.
So I'm in a relationship. And a relationship, we've been in, we'll say 3 years. 3 years. I've been in a relationship. And we've had our ups and downs. We've had our back and forths, and I'm still hanging in there. Things aren't what they used to be. I don't feel like myself. I'm not happy. She's not happy. Neither one of us is happy, but we have kids. So we zombie through our relationship. But one day I meet somebody. I meet somebody that makes me feel amazing and makes me happy and makes me smile and makes me feel like I haven't felt in years. What do I do with that?
Crumble up and throw that shit away.
Why?
Because you've already invested this time. Because, all right, go back to the beginning. When you met this person.
And this is what I meant.
But you met this person.
Uh-huh.
You felt happy. You know, y'all were best friends probably at the time. You're like, damn, I want to have kids with this person.
Or
I want to do this,
or
that,
maybe,
and the other.
maybe it was a drunken night. Somebody I was familiar with, not necessarily knew a lot about. And we just wanted to have sex. We're adults. We had sex. It was okay. I didn't have nothing else to do. I hit you up again. We kept having sex. Since we was having sex, we decided like, yo, let's try a relationship. We got a kid out of that, and now we're kind of stuck.
Kind of what? Wait, what?
No.
That's what happens.
Stuck.
You are stuck.
You're not stuck.
You
No,
have a kid, and you decide, you say, yo, I'm going to be in a relationship with this person.
That's 100% false.
How's that
100% false.
Because
there are a lot.
Wait. Are you with your baby moms?
No.
I'm not with one of my baby moms.
There are a lot of people who have been casually having sex that wound up in relationships with children. True or not true?
That's true.
But
So somewhere in the relationship, it falls apart. You're not happy, and you're trying to hang around for the kid. True or not true?
True.
Then you find someone else that you actually connect with that makes you happy, that you want to maybe see where that goes.
So are you Listen, let me get this. Are you condoning cheating?
I've never once said that.
I'm asking a question.
I've never said that cheating was right.
I say
Cheating?
so it just sounds like you're making an argument to justify cheating.
What I said was we're going to talk about the other side of cheating today.
We are, and we're asking a question. It's plain and simple. Are you condoning cheating?
Paint the situation.
Oh my fucking
You
God.
already painted it.
You painted it.
In my particular situation,
John, fuck it. It's a yes or no question. Goddamn.
I think,
Bill Clinton.
I
Was it sexual contact or not?
I think in certain situations,
It was a sexual relationship.
Hey, listen. In certain situations,
It's okay to cheat.
No. I think if you're at that point, you should be adult enough to step away and start something new.
okay. See, and this is why I said we need to talk about the other side, because there are going to be a lot of women, a lot of men who aren't able to leave their relationships. See, that's the one thing that we tell people. Oh, you can leave and it's so easy and it's this and that. Sometimes it's not easy to walk away because of finances, again, because of children, because you may have moved away in a town where you don't know a soul and you might not have worked in 10 years. And maybe the bank account is not in your name. So now you are kind of stuck, like I've said before.
We understand shit happens.
Shit does happen.
But there's
So in those cases, if you meet somebody who is trying to just make your life better, okay,
then move on.
is it okay?
No,
It's
not.
But I mean, I understand that shit happens, but that still doesn't make it okay.
Because you're taking. Because you got to think what cheating is.
What is cheating?
You've committed yourself to something, right?
Time out.
As an adult.
Okay.
You're
defining cheating right now.
No, yeah. I'm defining a relationship first.
Okay.
So, as an adult or whatever, y'all decide to have consensual sex. Y'all become pregnant. As an adult, decide to keep the baby. As an adult, you decide to try to make it work for the baby.
Okay.
And then as an adult, you should be able to say, it's not working.
Now again,
I'm going to keep it
This is
moving.
going to sound terrible, but again, I got to be on the other side of this so that we can paint this narrative. So, so sticking with what you said.
Yeah.
So we casually having sex and you get pregnant, and I say no, I do not want this kid. No, you should not have this kid. And you look at me and you say, I'm gonna have it anyway. Now what do?
Pay child support.
Be a fucking
Be a
father.
father.
I'm talking as far as the relationship.
All right, so
There is no relationship.
there's no relationship. So you, as an adult, decided to go in raw.
A lot
Period.
of people, and again, a lot of
You
people,
made that conscious
You
situation.
can't tell me that a lot of people don't end up in relationships like that, where they're like, you know what, I'm gonna be with the mother of my child, so because she's having that child, with or without me, and I want to be there. I grew up this way, and I don't want my child to grow up this way. So this is what I'm gonna do. You know what? Since you have this kid, fuck it. Let's join together.
All right.
You can't tell me that doesn't happen.
It does.
Yeah, it does. But this is. But you made a decision still that you're going to have unprotected sex, and you're not going to pull out. The whole
She never does.
So you made that decision, knowing that there's a possibility you can make somebody pregnant, right? I may be just speaking for myself. When I shot him, I knew what was happening. It wasn't. Oh! I hope this doesn't happen.
Okay,
I knew this was going down, I was ready for the consequences.
And a lot of people are not ready for the consequences, and they're forced into something that they don't want to be in.
You were never
And that's what
forced
I'm
into
saying.
sex. You were never forced not to wear
I'm not-
protection,
I'm not
and you
saying-
weren't forced not to pull out.
I'm not saying the sex aspect of it. I'm saying the relationships.
Well, that's where it starts.
Okay.
So if you saying you started this relationship,
Have you ever been in a relationship you didn't necessarily want to be in?
Yes.
Like you was just hanging out, again, casually having sex, just chilling, and then it just started to escalate, and now this person thinks that y'all are in a relationship, but you aren't necessarily ready to be in a relationship.
I have.
So
I have too.
So now,
Hey.
now this person is pushing you for relationship shit. So now they want you to change your Facebook, and now they want to go on dates with you, and now they want you to now they moving more of their stuff in your house, and now we got to go out in public together. Now we doing all these extra things in a situation that I didn't want to be in.
But simple.
That's partially my fault too.
You might be familiar with, and I'm not saying any names, but a high school experience I had. So somebody's in my lineup. I keep them in the lineup. Hey, I can't find nothing else. You can't find nothing else right now. Okay, let's keep hooking up.
Casual.
Person catches feelings for me.
Yes, because that happens a lot.
Right?
Yeah. At no point in time was I like, let me not pull out. At no point in time I was like, yeah. If I said I did, I went in raw a couple of times, more than a little bit, but I was pulling out.
I was too. When I was in that casual relationship or whatever, I was pulling out.
Is it 100% effective? No. But you making a concerted effort to do something. Did I have children with this girl? No.
Ditto.
So
How did you get out of the relationship?
I told her this is not a relationship. We're not in it.
I did the same.
We're not in a relationship. You can take that however you want to. And
You gotta be adult enough to let them know.
So now we're out here casually smashing and hurting feelings.
What?
yeah. Better than ruining
It was
lives.
from the jump.
Better
That
than ruining
caught
lives.
feelings.
So you
You
so
guys are
wait.
saying that there is no good reason to ever cheat.
No.
And if someone does cheat, you can't understand why they did it.
But no, we didn't say that.
No.
And I understand why.
You said-
you said
I said we were talking about the other side of it.
we understand why they
the understanding of
No,
cheating.
not the understanding of. You say, is there a good reason to cheat? We said no.
Well-
now I understand why people cheat.
We'll rewind the tape later.
That's what you just said.
Right this second?
Yeah.
Yes.
I said at the beginning of this we were going to talk to understand the other side.
Yeah.
The other side of cheating.
But you're justifying cheating.
Who's justifying? I'm making points and I'm asking questions as to get a better understanding from
No.
But we asked you personally. Is it? I think you're a little biased because you cheat. You're a cheater.
You're a cheater.
You're a cheater. That's just. I'm sorry.
For anyone who doesn't know me, that's neither here nor there. So. Well, it's not.
I cannot confirm or deny.
Because you two personally know me, so you can say those types of things.
Oh.
So for someone who doesn't know me, for you to make those accusations, is unwarranted.
No. So nobody has to know you after the testimony you just got here.
What I'm saying is, again, and I'm gonna double down, that there is another side to cheating that I think people don't want to look into, that people don't want to get an understanding of.
You know what?
We're so quick to condemn folks because they cheated without necessarily understanding why someone cheated.
You know what? I understand that because I talked to a girl that's cheated before. I wasn't cheating, but she was cheating. And
did you know she was cheating?
I did.
And you didn't care?
I did not care.
Why?
Because
you wanted something she had?
What?
Because it's
I
not
wanted
his.
something she had.
It's not his place.
I don't want him.
It's not his. It's not his place. He come on, bro. What?
He said
her goods. That's what she has.
Oh, okay. I was like,
that's what she has.
What are you talking about? No. It was more than that. I cared. You know what I'm saying? I cared about her. Like you said at the beginning, I could make her happier than he could. And we had history, and it was more than that. It was more than sex. It was more than that. It always has been. I understand that, but she will agree that what she did was wrong. She's not a cheater. She will say that to anybody. She's
not a cheater, but she was cheating with you.
Yeah,
hypocrisy.
What? Hold on. Go back to Tank. Go back to the Tank. The comment he made. Just because you do it twice doesn't make it.
And you did agree.
You agreed it.
I didn't necessarily agree with that either. He was double. Like I said, when you got the context, he was backed into a corner and he was just sticking to his guns.
If you lie twice, they'll make you a liar.
I mean, and with all fairness, I've cheated. I cheated one time. And you know with who. I cheated one time. That doesn't necessarily make me a cheater. I've cheated.
No, there's no black and white. When you cheat, you're a fucking cheater.
I was a cheater.
You are a cheater because you've done it.
I'm currently a cheater?
So wait. So there's no there's no rehabilitation.
So at a certain point you get to drop that title?
I've cheated. I'm not necessarily.
So that brings up a whole other conversation. So there's no rehabilitation for a person, no redemption for a person.
Once a thief, always a thief. If you cheated once, what's to stop you from relapsing? It's the same shit. And we can define cheating as what? And again, we need to define cheating because cheating is what? What is cheating?
Cheating to me is stepping out on your relationship secretly, either emotionally or physically. That's cheating. If my chick is calling a dude and spilling her guts out to him because she had a bad day at work, that's my job.
Even if she's known dude for a long time?
Fuck that dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially since he's married.
Yeah.
That's different. Like you looking for some emotional connection somewhere else when you're supposed to have that at home.
And I even go far as if you're in a committed relationship. Because we're at the age, if you're building towards something, if you're in a relationship, you're trying to build towards something. And if you're not trying to build towards something, then you shouldn't be in a relationship. You should just call it what it is. We're just having sex. So if you're in a committed relationship and you're building towards something and you're going outside for that something extra, then you don't need to be with that person.
Especially since if you're in a relationship and you're not getting what you need, especially if y'all had a conversation before about it, like, look, if you don't want to do this, we can just keep having sex. We can just is what it is. You do whatever you do. I do whatever I do. Just don't tell me about it. Okay, I won't tell you about what I'm doing. But when you hook up, it's just us. Y'all can have that kind of relationship. And it's all about understanding when it comes to this kind of shit. Like, if you have understanding from the beginning, there's no reason to cheat. And I understand over time things dwindle and things happen and stuff like that. That's when you have conversations. That's when y'all talk and communicate.
That's when you gotta grow together.
Yeah, and sometimes that shit doesn't, and sometimes always that shit doesn't work. And you do meet somebody by accident, and this shit does happen. And y'all just have a conversation, maybe y'all work together. It's most of the time people cheat when they work together.
Mm-hmm. And that's fact.
And you know what I'm saying? This shit happens. Y'all get a connection, it's something that happens by accident. And you don't mean for it to happen, but shit just happens. But when it's getting to that point, either you personally got to cut that shit off and say, look, I'm kind of feeling this person.
When it's getting to what point? Because you know.
When it get to the point of temptation.
You know when you first meet somebody, when that first conversation happens, if you're attracted to them or not, and where you want to take this.
But that's men. I think women, it happens a little more
slower.
Yeah. So like, I think so, and I might be off, but I think it's more when a woman, if a woman meets somebody and she's already looking for something, then she's gonna cheat. If a woman meets somebody and they start fulfilling a need that they didn't know they needed or had, then they'll cheat.
That's the same thing for men.
So like, oh well, I didn't feel like I was, dude started coming on to her, and she was like, damn, I didn't feel as sexy. I didn't feel as unattractive as I do now that this dude is calling me sexy. Now that he's telling me I'm the most beautiful thing on the planet. So they start exploring that. That's what I think. I think they start exploring that and become a cheater. Or they unsatisfied in the relationship and communication is not there, and so they go start looking for something else. And I guess that's going to be with men too. Communication's lacking. You talking, to a wall. They don't want to understand, or you don't want to understand their side. I understand it is not happening, and y'all just start looking for something different.
Not necessarily looking. Sometimes the shit just fine.
Or something just comes along,
and then you, like you say, you're not really expecting to have this connection with somebody or to feel this certain way, and then shit just kind of happens. You're not necessarily cheating, but you have some kind of emotional connection towards this person, and that shit just kind of falls into place.
But if it's secretive, you're doing something wrong. If you got to keep it a secret from not even that other person, if you got to keep it a secret from your family and your close friends, you're doing wrong.
Okay. Last question. Can you recover from cheating in a relationship?
Yeah.
Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Very simple?
No. But it's a very simple answer. Yes, it can happen. You have to have that adult conversation and say, what are you looking for?
Okay, so with that being said, how long does it take for the stigma to drop? Because
I'm gonna say
he's saying that
no.
If you cheat once, that doesn't make you a cheater. And he's saying in a relationship that if you've cheated before, that you can recover for that. So how long does it take for you to drop that stigma of being a cheater? Because if you cheated once, you're not a cheater, right? You just cheated.
It's not you dropping the stigma. So I'm the cheater. It's not me dropping the stigma. I guess it's me doing all the things to, like, start taking your lock off the phone. You being more open in opening the lines of communication.
You talking about with the same person or just generally?
With the same person.
The same person that you cheated on.
Yeah. Opening the lines of communication.
So
understanding what that person's looking for, understand what you're looking for. And if it works, fine. If it doesn't, be adult enough to keep it moving.
But now she's told this person, this person.
Wait. That's not fair.
Why?
You hear what you just said?
What?
I mean, it's not fair to the other person.
If the other person decides to stay, then if that other person decides to stay, that other person made the commitment to keep it working. And so y'all both came down as adults and said, okay, you stay with me. I want to stay with you.
If you decide to stay with a cheater, it is unfair for you to hold that over their head
and keep bringing it up.
That is unfair.
I agree with that. I do agree with that. But at the same time, you got to understand this person, because both of y'all been cheated on. Or at least you have.
I've been cheated
and
on.
I have. But you got, you know what I'm saying? You got to understand. That's gonna happen. They're gonna bring it up. They're gonna throw shots every now and then, and you kind of got to give that to them. I fucked up.
And
I'm gonna have to
again,
hear this
my
shit.
question is, for how long?
I don't know. I mean, that's the other person's call. That's your call. How long you ever want to put up with that? But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You do. But that is something that you do have to put up with, and you got to be okay with it for now. You do.
So there's a cooling off period.
You
So
broke
if
this
you
person's
decide,
heart.
yeah. So if you decide you work and make it work,
Well, I cheated once. I'm not a cheater.
I know that. That's why I said you got to give them time.
once the thief
If
falls, the thief
I
dies.
cheated on somebody, and I was like, all right, I fucked up, and they took me back, even though I probably didn't deserve it, they gave me another fucking chance. You got to take that into consideration too. This person, you broke their heart. They loved you, and they loved you enough to take you back. So that's something that they're dealing with, some shit that you don't even understand. Some shit that they can probably tell you, but they can't really convey how they feel. Then it's just words, and what you're saying is just words to them. Okay, I'm not gonna cheat on you again. They don't know that. And no matter how much you say, I'm not gonna cheat on you again. I'm not gonna cheat on you. It's hard. It's hard to break that It's hard to break that stigma. It is. But you know that you're not gonna cheat on them again. But they don't know that. You got to give them the benefit. You got to give them. And they got to give you the benefit of the doubt. But you got to give them. You got to understand.
And that's what I'm saying. And I know it's case by case, but let's try to throw out a time limit here. Let's say. Well, I'm saying you can, but you can. So 6 months, a year. If we're still arguing about the same thing 2-3 years down the road, is that acceptable?
But
No.
a red flag is a red flag.
No. So yeah. So that's what it is. Because if you're having an argument every week about the same thing, the conversation's not resolved. Something's not resolved.
Right.
If and people like, oh, you're in a relationship, you're arguing. I mean, in both of my marriages, we went periods of times months without arguments. You don't have, if you're arguing every day or every week with a person,
Something's wrong.
Yeah. So there's
You hear me?
so your goals are not the same.
Right.
Or if you've cheated on somebody,
Your comprehension isn't the same. Your understanding isn't the same.
it's not. It doesn't even have to be understanding. If you love somebody, you say, I make my wife mad all the time, and I don't even know how or why or what she's angry about, but I know her feelings are hers, and I apologize for hurting them. Even if I'm 100% right in if I think I'm right in what I've done,
He's right.
I don't want those feelings to be hurt.
You can't. Those are her feelings.
You can't tell her how to feel. Agreed.
Right.
But is it your job to? How can I put this? Is it your job to fix a broken soul?
If you gonna be with that soul, yeah.
Someone who's unhappy, someone who's miserable all the time. We know that, she knows that, and they're constantly upset. And you're like, damn, like I didn't do it today. Today is the day I really didn't do anything, and she's just upset for no reason, and she's bitching for no reason. Is it my job to now go, I'm sorry, I apologize, and I need to do something to make this better
That's no
because
reason
you were
to
feeling
you.
bad?
That's no reason to you.
No.
No, I'm asking a question. This is a question.
So it depends what she upset about. So if you come home, the dishes are dirty,
But this is what I'm saying.
and she just blows up.
That's subjective, though.
But
you know,
again,
like, hey, this is about something else. I could watch it. I'll put it this way. So, and I had to learn this. My wife is at home with the kids. I'm working all day, so she's not working. She's taking care of the house. I get home, I'm tired, and she wants me to help out extra. I say, no problem. I'll help out extra. Let me know what you want me to do. She gets upset about that. Does that make any sense to you?
Well, I've actually been in this relationship. Type of
To me,
thing
no.
before.
Doesn't make any sense.
On which end? On her end or your end?
On her end, to me, it doesn't make any sense that you get upset by me telling you. So this argument lasted for 2-3 months. We kept having this argument. I'm like, just tell me. I get in the house, I'm tired. Just tell me what you want me to do.
But how do you say it?
Like that, because I'm tired. Tell me what you want me to do.
But you
Just tell me.
in her mind, because again, I've actually been through this.
Yeah.
You live there. You
But-
see the same things that she sees. You know what needs to be done in the house. There's clothes. There's dishes. Both boys they need things.
Exactly.
There's the floor. There's little stuff. You can do. You can put the dishes away. You can help fold the clothes. You can just take over the boys when you get to the house.
Exactly. So that's what I wasn't comprehending. I'm like, I'm keeping a roof over our heads. I'm paying these bills. I'm doing my part. And it's more, she wanted to be more of a father. I'm like, damn, I'm a father's supposed to provide. I'm doing that. I change a diaper every now and then. And if you if you tell me to take out the trash, I do that. You tell me, hey, could you throw some laundry in? I could do that. She didn't want to be mothering to everybody in the household.
Right.
And we didn't have this conversation until I was tired of having the argument. Like, what the hell do you want me to do? I want you to do what you're supposed to do without me asking.
Right.
Which was fucking weird to me. And I was like, what? If you need some help with something, say it. Because if I need some help with something as a guy, I'm just going to ask.
Yeah, that's how I think too.
But women are different.
Yeah.
And a lot of us men are different.
Right.
Because I feel like you should just, if I tell you I need this, you should know because we see the same things. I think in my head that if we're in the same space, we're in the same area, that you should know if I bring this up to you, that as a whole, like all these things need to be done.
But you want me to do it every day?
But that's different, man. I just listen. I had this conversation with my baby mom too. I was like, I told her, I said, some guys, some females, you need to actually talk to them because they don't know, they don't understand, they don't get it. You're gonna have to literally tell them exactly what you want them to do. I am like that. I want to be specific. If I want something, and I tell you I want something, this is what I want, and this is how I want it done. I want to tell you exactly how I want it done, specifically, because I don't want it to be no confusion.
Yeah.
I hate confusion in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say up there and say, you should know exactly what I want you to do without me telling you, you're supposed to be in my thoughts and because some people are not like that. And you got to understand that. You got no.
That was blowing my mind.
Pieces of that is common sense, especially
some of
if
it
we.
is.
It's not common sense.
If we.
Some of it is common. If you see something on the floor, then pick it up.
Let me tell you something. If you go to a job, okay, and you've been on that job for 1, 2, 3 years, when you come to work, you know what to do.
Yeah. So let me explain like this. And I've done, I've come to the conclusion that I was wrong, and I understand her point of view. But I'm going to play devil's advocate on this one. So you come to the job, and say you've been doing this job, but then now you got a new position, and you're taking on more responsibility in your new position. Yeah. You come in, you used to do this. You see somebody else doing it. You've already finished your job and you're tired.
Yeah.
Do you go over there? Is it common sense that you need to go over there and help them finish their job that they're doing?
Should you go advise? Should you go advise and help? Yes.
No. What you do is, especially if they're doing it wrong, you go up there and you tell them, "Hey, look, You doing this wrong. I'm gonna show you how to do this real fast. This is what you do. This is what you do. This is what you do. Then you go home.
Or you don't know that person needs help because they're doing it. They're doing it.
That's true too. You don't know that.
And I say, hey, if you need some help, let me know.
But if so and so is new to the job, and you've been there for 2-3 years, you know all the things that are supposed to be done, and you come in and you see certain things aren't done, and they're quick things, they're easy things.
I don't do them. I show them how to do them. And you know it. And you know that's part of training. That's part of helping. Like you can lead, what's that saying? You can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make them drink or
Yeah,
something
you can
like
lead a
that.
horse to
You
water,
can
but
lead
you
a
can't
horse
grow
to water,
grass.
but you can't make them flip backwards. Got it.
Yeah. Or if you teach a man how to fish, then you all that shit. You know that's the same. That's
you teach a
same.
man how to fish and
But-
then buy a grocery store.
We understand relationships are different and more complex than a job.
Right. And again, this was just quick conversation, perspective.
Deep thoughts.
Not deep thoughts.
Random.
Deep thoughts.
Surface thoughts.
Random thoughts. Random
All
on
right.
repeat.
I mean, you guys got anything else?
I mean,
All right.
did we finish our cheating aspects?
I think we went all over the place with it. We got.
We kind of did. We kind of changed topics too.
I think
That's-
people got the gist of it. But what you can do is comment and or email us or send us messages and let us know what you think and your opinions. And definitely next time that we do this, we will take all that in consideration and maybe read one of your comments on here and let everybody know what you said.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get a different venue, something different. For now, we're gonna probably do it here. Just something different. We're gonna try to do this at least once or twice a week. Give y'all some different thoughts, give us some different perspectives. If you have any topics, like you said, just hit us up. My name's Will Dixon.
Martin
Yeah.
Hill.
Just John.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you don't know who.
you
You don't
can
know my whole name. You don't even
Yeah, you
edit that out.
You guys on Facebook or whatnot, just
Yeah.
inbox us. Leave some comments down below. Tell us what y'all think, y'all thoughts, y'all views. We're gonna try to make a YouTube channel or
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff in the works. So
Yeah, we're gonna make a podcast and stuff like that. And he knows more about it than I do, so he's the one that's gonna oversee.
And
all
not
this.
everyone will be this long, so we're going to try to make sure we cut these things down pretty short for you.
No.
Yeah,
The conversation
Yeah.
ends when the conversation ends.
yeah, 30 minutes. I mean, an hour,
Okay.
45
The
minutes.
conversation ends when the conversation ends.
I like that.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in.